Hey everybody! Welcome back to Sofa Spouses.
Sofa Spouses.
So, in this video, we're going to be reacting to some more trailers.
It is Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Bengals are winning right now.
Yeah, they were winning when we were last watched. They just barely pulled ahead.
We actually were gonna try to finish the game because so far we weren't getting
it was actually kind of being interesting.
Yeah, it was a good game,
and we weren't getting a whole lot of trailers. And then all of a sudden, Lord of the Rings pops up,
and we're like,
oh no, Deke! We turned it off. And so
yeah, I totally forgot they were releasing that.
Yeah, I completely forgot they were releasing that too. So, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this trailer. We're gonna react to the Lord of the Rings,
the Rings of
Power teaser trailer. So it's a whole minute-long trailer. So this is gonna be interesting. So
30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago.
Expensive TV show.
Yes, the most expensive TV show ever filmed. All right, here we go, guys.
Haven't you ever wondered what else is out there? There's wonders in this world beyond our wandering.
Wow.
I can feel it.
Before the King. For the Fellowship. For the Ring.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That looks really good.
I'm
crap.
sold now. I was and I did notice they have an audiobook of Silmarillion, so I might get it. We have Audible. But when they were saying that it could be based on the Silmarillion and all that, I'm like, because I loved the movies. On one of our second, our second technical date. Even though it was kind of technically
we went and watched The Hobbit.
Even though it was kind of technically our first date.
Was it the third Hobbit movie, or was it
the third?
Third one.
I hadn't seen all the Hobbits.
We still need to watch the two first ones.
I read The Hobbit though.
Yeah. So she kind of knew what was going on.
But I read some of the original books, but I love the first three. My mom and I went and saw all of those. My mom read them back in the day when they first.
Yeah.
And loved them.
Yeah.
And I was always astonished at how close there were some similarities between Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. But anyway,
this looks really good.
Yes.
I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I love the movies. I love the movies a lot, actually. The Lord of the Rings movies were probably one of my favorite. They still are my favorite fantasy movie series.
One of mine too, honestly.
And I remember growing up when I was younger, the Hobbit was always my favorite story, or one of my favorite stories. I loved the old cartoon, the old Hobbit cartoon, and also the Lord of the Rings cartoon too. I just I loved that cartoon. But I've always been a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, and this series looks really cool. It's gonna definitely really dig into some of the lore behind the history of the Lord of the Rings and really kind of explain stuff that's happening before the calamity of the ring. Basically, this is taking place in the age before the the conflict of the ring, or even the conflict of the Hobbit. Long before the conflict of the Hobbit. In fact, I think, like if you remember, if you've watched the original Lord of the Rings movie and you watched that prologue that takes place at the very beginning of the movie, that talks about what's going to happen in this show. It seems like.
And
So
when they released the title,
when they released,
and I realized that was going to be, I got way more interested in it.
Yes.
And this trailer looks amazing. Looks like we got a young Elrond in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's his name, right?
Yes, Elrond.
I loved Liv Tyler's character. I have her necklace. I got it at a con. What's Arwen? Arwen.
Yeah.
I loved Arwen.
There's going to be some interesting stuff in this.
And I love the hobbits. It looks like there's going to be hobbits in this, though, but I'm okay.
I don't know. That last shot showing the hand, the big hand and the small hand.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe.
My mom, I told him this. We were actually talking about the cartoons the other day because John. I'm gonna watch John Campion's reaction this tomorrow. He's a big Lord of the Rings, not as big as Stephen Colbert. I'm sure Stephen Colbert will have an opening monologue based on this tomorrow.
Yep.
Knowing Stephen Colbert, so
will.
I'm gonna look for that. But because. I love watching him talk about Lord of the Rings because you can just tell he loves it.
He's such a nerd of Lord of the Rings. He's a major nerd.
And he's cool. I like him. I think he's funny.
Yeah, I do. I like him too.
But and she was talking. Chris, one of the people that work with John Campy, who also is a big Lord of the Rings nut. Her cat's named Gimli. Is it a dog or a cat?
Cat.
Cat.
I think.
Cat named Gimli. Cat. Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, I love the cartoon." My mother always said the cartoon stank. But my mother is very particular. My mother is the type of person that will not watch the colored Andy Griffith shows because they're just not as good as the black and white ones, and Barney's not in it. So she won't say, "Oh, they're not good." There actually are some good episodes.
They are. But she's always saying that.
And my mom was older too by the time.
So that she did not enjoy the cartoons because they weren't.
But she loved the movies.
That just goes to show how good the movies were.
The Three Kings was the first DVD we bought, and she called me on the phone when we got the DVD player.
You're talking about the Return of the King?
Oh, sorry, Return of the King, Three Kings. Return of the King was the first Blu-ray / DVD. No, DVD we bought. And she calls me when we got our DVD VCR combo, and she calls me on the phone. She goes, "Do you want the Three Kings?"
The Three Kings. The Return of the King.
Do you want the Return? I don't know why I keep saying that. Return of the King. And I'm like, yeah. So so my mother loved the movies. We don't have all of them anymore. She still has Return of the King, but the rest of them were on VHS, so we haven't watched them in a long time.
So, but anyway, guys, after we've kind of rambled on about Lord of the Rings here for a little bit, what do you guys think of this new teaser trailer of Lord of the Rings?
I'm way more excited now.
I know.
You can see the money they've spent.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
You can see
hardcore.
I think this trailer is going to get a lot of people excited.
I think a lot. I mean, this they spent $400,000 on, or $400 million on this TV show. That's more than most movies.
Yeah. So anyway,
it's gonna be very interesting to see this.
We might actually. I think we're gonna maybe try to do some reviews of this. We're
gonna
try to
definitely.
Get you some more.
We'll be able to watch it too because it's gonna be on Prime. As far as
TV, look for Bel Air.
Yes,
we're gonna
probably do.
And we promise
review
we're
of that.
actually going to keep up this time.
Yes, we're gonna try to keep up with things.
Um,
It's been really hard lately, but we're going to. Anyway,
we get
guys,
busy with our schedules,
Yes.
and then it's just like, but we're gonna really try to. We're
Yep.
sorry about Prodigy. We're sorry about, but we've
Yeah.
got Moon Knight coming.
So-
Hawkeye was the other one. We still haven't watched Hawkeye. We need to get on that. But
yeah. Anyway,
but we're
guys,
gonna do better, guys.
tell us what you guys think in the comments below, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.